This is the Italian margarita. It is the only thing that we got from the Italy booth, largely because most of the reviews of food items from the Italy booth over the years are not great. But I love limoncello, and this, I think I've had it in years before at prior festivals in years past and have really enjoyed it. So we got an Italian margarita, which is limoncello with tequila. Or with limoncello and tequila. This is a little wine shop here in the Italy Pavilion. It is a very nice little shop. They will pour you sample sizes of a lot of the things in here that they sell. They're not free. You do have to pay for the samples, but they will pour you kind of sample size cups of a lot of the items that they sell, and you can try the different things. They have a really, really tasty limoncello. Sorry, this table is decorative and difficult to find a place to stand the gimbal on properly. Okay, so the limoncello margarita is nice.
Yes, yeah, that's right. I was gonna say something about it. I had a taste of it, and wow, yeah, that is really tasty. It tastes just like lemonade. It's like a frozen lemonade,
but with booze.
Yeah. So bonus alcohol, tasty drink, and you don't even know.
Yeah, like, I don't know. I can kind of taste the tequila if I sit and think about it.
Okay.
But it's not overwhelming. It's I'm not a huge fan of the taste of tequila, so I enjoy that I don't really taste the tequila. If you're a tequila fan and want something that tastes like tequila, this might not be your favorite thing, but again, I love limoncello, lemon flavored things in general. It does pretty much taste like a frozen lemonade, but with booze.
Yeah, I like it. Alright, so we are back at the Yukon Holiday Kitchen for round 2. We successfully made it through round 1.
Yay!
A little bit every, almost every booth. There were a couple we skipped, didn't sound like food we were interested in. So we made it through, got 14 items already, and here is 15 and 16. Yukon Holiday Kitchen. Seared scallops with, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. I was moving it into hopefully better light. But okay, yes, this is the scallops.
This one's seared scallops with parsnip silk, apple chutney, and hazelnut croquant?
Sure.
Something like that. Anyway, so that's seared scallops. And this is beef bourguignon. How did you do that? Okay.
Something like that.
With crushed potatoes. That's the description there.
All right.
Quick one, but looks tasty.
Nice table here on the water. I like that.
There. Okay, well the good news is there's 2 of them. I don't know what you're gonna do if you have 3 people, but you had 2 scallops, so if you have 2 people, it's perfect. It smells delicious.
It is really good. It's kind of on the sweet side for a savory dish. But I'm loving it.
Dude, I had no idea. Like the first flavor I get is that apple, and I had no idea that went with scallops so well. That is good. I really like that. I can taste chunks of, I believe it's sea salt, but they're good solid chunks. It's
I like the parsnips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
All the flavors go
Apple.
really well together.
With chunks of apple and it's not. I'm not sure what the creamier stuff is. It's not a buttercream, but it's not a potato. Mashed
That's
potatoes.
parsnip.
Oh, that's the parsnip.
Yeah. I mean,
I must be remembering parsnips wrong.
it's completely like pureed.
Okay.
This is not the natural form of a parsnip. It's completely pureed, but it's kind of like the consistency of a mashed potato. It's nice. It all goes together very well.
Yeah, what I'm saying, I had the flavor of a parsnip wrong in my head then because I was expecting something bitter,
Oh, okay.
more like a beet or something like that. I don't know what. So I had the flavor wrong, which is good because that's tasty. I like that. I like every bit of that.
Yeah, it's really good. I would get that again.
Yeah, absolutely. That's totally worth it.
I would probably try to get it earlier in the day because it is a little bit chilly now. It's, I don't know, somewhere around 8:30 at night. It's a little bit chilly. It's Florida cold. It's not real cold, but it's cold enough that it was starting to get cold by the time we found a table and started to eat. So I would try to get it earlier in the day, but I would definitely get that again.
Yeah. Oh man, the beef is also excellent. Tasty sauce, slightly different than just what I expected looking at it.
Yeah, it's not just your average brown gravy. There's definitely a different flavor in there. I'm having trouble putting a finger on it.
You're right, but that's exactly what I expected when looking at it. It was more flavor of brown gravy, but there's something special in that.
Whatever it is, it's yummy. It's a good portion, very, very hearty meal. Not so great for us at this
Point in the game.
point in the game. Yeah, but, you know, if this is, I don't know. I mean, this would be a decent small lunch for one person, I think.
Oh, yeah.
It's very satisfying.
Yeah.
The meat is nice and tender.
Very tender, yeah. Yeah. I mean, we're both picking it apart with sporks, so it's just falling apart. It was great, easy to eat.
Potatoes are good.
Yeah, there's a special flavor in the potatoes too. I like it. Not just a regular mashed potato. There's something in there. It might just be a simple basil or dill. I don't know. I like it. Simple herb, but very good.
There's also little pearl onions in here and carrot.
Come on, baby carrot. Yeah.
Try the carrot. Carrot is good. Pretty much tastes like the sauce that everything is covered in.
Yeah, which is a good thing.
I accidentally got an onion.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's unfortunate. You can pull those out of there entirely.
It too basically tastes like the sauce that's all over everything.
Okay. Well, I hate them with such a passion. I don't want to take that risk. I want those out of there.
It is a little oniony at the end.
Very good dish. Got to be top 3.
This is quite tasty. In round 1, the only thing we got from the Yukon booth was the ice wine. And I know I was harping on the cost of it. And I don't usually, you know, make a big fuss about how things are more expensive at at a Disney park because that's life. Things are more expensive at a Disney park. And ice wine, by its very nature, is expensive. So ice wine plus Disney is, you know, gonna be dollar signs. I was a little bit shocked at the price for the size of the thing. I had to point that out because it was a little bit surprising. Okay, stop number 2 at the Mele Kalikimaka booth. We have the sparkling pineapple wine, the Kahlua pork with purple sweet potatoes, and I wish the light was better because those potatoes are purple. Sean said it looks like Grimace. And we also have the melon breeze. The pork is pretty good. It's definitely a generous serving size. I swear when we were here before, the ones they were giving out were a lot smaller than this that we just got. I don't know if they're trying to get rid of what they have left at the end of the evening, but definitely a lot of pork here. It's shredded, so the spork is doing just fine. The potatoes taste like sweet potatoes. Not really getting any kind of different flavor from the purple. And the pork is really tender, not dry at all. I don't feel like I'm getting a lot of flavor from this. It's good, but it's not one of my favorites. It doesn't really stand out for me.
I like it, but I think a lot of it's from the juice at the bottom.
So this pineapple wine confuses me. It tastes very much like pineapple, but it's not really sweet. Yeah.
It's like pineapple and champagne. I guess it's not that bubbly, but...
Well, but it is a sparkling wine. It has...
aftertaste like champagne does. Fruit kind of dull flavor at the end. I don't know.
Yeah, it's really interesting because there's definitely a pineapple flavor. It's unmistakably pineapple, but usually things that are pineapple flavor are pretty sweet, and this is not.
Yeah. We might have had the melon thing before. Tastes vaguely familiar. It is very much a honeydew melon. But I don't taste a whole lot of booze. It's like if you juiced a honeydew melon. It's kind of nice. I mean, I like it. Since you don't like honeydew, I doubt you'll like it. You can try it if you want. You want to...
Thank you. I will pass. Shanghai Holiday Kitchen. We have the crab and cheese wontons, the Lucky Mo, and the dragonfly.
I'm not sure what the difference was. They both look the same color. Mine might be dragonfly might be a little darker, but I noticed her pour 2 alcohols in the dragonfly as opposed to just the one in the Lucky Mo.
Yes, and the cast member who took our order said that the dragonfly was their strongest drink.
Oops. It's been a long day for the strongest drink at the end.
Ooh. The Lucky Mo is yummy.
Okay.
Very peachy. And I know there's alcohol in it because I watched her pour it, but I can't really taste it. It just tastes like juice.
Yeah, I think Dragonfly might be another one you gotta keep stirring. It seems like it's getting separated. My first drink tasted just like, my first sip tasted just like mango. And then the second one tasted like booze. And then the third one tasted like mango again. So, I suggest keep stirring.
The wontons are good. There's some kind of sauce on it. It doesn't taste like your standard sweet and sour that you get everywhere. It's a little bit different. It's good.
Well, in these, they look like stuffed to the brim. Usually the top is just the
Wonton?
dough or cookie, whatever. Yeah. I know it's not a cookie.
Shell?
Yeah. Whatever pastry it's made out of. Yeah. Shell. But this, I can see cream cheese all the way to the tip.
Well, that's kind of another thing. It tastes like more than just cream cheese. Like usually that's all I can really taste in these things, and it's fine with me because I enjoy cream cheese, but this tastes like there's something else in there. It's really good.
It might be duck sauce. It's really good.
Yeah, it might be duck sauce. It looks like duck sauce.
This is good. I wouldn't have added it to them before that. I'm not tasting. I don't feel like I'm tasting much crab. But
Well, I've never had one that tasted like crab.
that's what I was gonna say. Like the regular ones you get from Canada don't taste like crab either.
No. But I like these way better than the ones from Panda.
So we've done it. We've officially tied our record. Our record before, I'm pretty sure, was 18 food items. I'd have to go back and check passports to confirm, previous festival passports to confirm, but we just had 18 food items. We split between the two of us. And I lost count on the drinks.
It's been a long day. It's been fun. A lot of really great food. Probably try to talk some about what our favorites were a little later.
Yeah.
It's been a really great day. Glad we came down, and hope everybody enjoyed following along with us at the EPCOT Festival of the Holidays. We survived. For those of you keeping score at home, over 11 hours, the two of us shared 18 food items, 13 festival drinks, plus 4 coffees and a Tipsy Ducks in Love.
Which is always amazing. The good thing is it's there year round, all the time. You can always find it in China at the Joy of Tea. And it's the strangest concoction of things that don't sound like they would be good together, but somehow they come together and make a very tasty drink, as long as you keep stirring. Other than that, there were some really neat things we tried this year.
Yeah, it was really good. I think my top 3 of the food items that we had, my absolute favorite was the duck confit with dumplings from the Festival Favorites booth inside the festival showplace. Everything about that was fantastic. I would love to see that show up on a restaurant menu anywhere in Disney World. It was that good, and I really, really enjoyed it. The second favorite had to be seared scallops from the Yukon booth, the seared scallops with parsnip silk. It was just so interesting. The combinations of food were things that we weren't expecting. It wasn't, just another thing that you've had at, other festivals or seen everywhere. It was definitely something different for us, and I really enjoyed it. And then number 3 would be the salmon latkes. It was actually hard for me to pick between 2 and 3 because I loved the salmon latkes. I love anything salmon. We had to try all the things that had salmon in it because I love salmon so much. And I really did enjoy those salmon latkes. All the flavors in it just went really well together, and the texture of the latke, which I was wrong. I said in the video that we had the potato latkes the year before, or in 2018 at the Festival of the Holidays, but I looked at the old book and it was actually a knish and not a latke. But yeah, I really enjoyed the latkes, and that was, yeah, that's my top 3. What about you?
For me, the seared scallops were my number 1. I had no idea. Those were just delicious. I didn't know they went with apples so well. That the combination there, I was really impressed by. Just the actual little chunks of apple and yeah, the little parsnip puree under it. Just all 3 of that combined, even just made a very tasty, very good flavor. So other than that, I really like the beef bourguignon from Canada. That one, it's hard to beat that one. I mean, they've got their own, like, what is it, 5-star restaurant? I don't know, Le Cellier. So I think they pull from that. They get the same chef out in the booth somehow. But they always put out really good food there in Canada. The beef bourguignon was very tasty. Portion size was definitely good too.
That was huge for a festival.
That was the only negative I can think of for the scallops, was that there wasn't much of them. There were only really 2 scallops altogether, but that beef, there was so much of it. My 3rd was the duck confit. Very tasty, tender, juicy duck. And a very good dish as well.
We also tried probably more desserts than we really should have in trying to eat as many things as we could at the festival. But my favorite of the dessert items that we tried has to be that Linzer cookie from the Bavaria Kitchen. I think Sean said it was like a gourmet jammy dodger. It was, it was buttery, kind of, sort of shortbread-like. I don't think it was shortbread, but it was kind of in that family, if you can imagine, like a shortbread cookie. And in between them, just delicious fruity jam and powdered sugar on top. Texture, the flavor, everything was so good. That was definitely my favorite dessert that we had. And then the black and white cookie. I just love black and white cookies, and the one we had there was good. It was thicker, definitely, than the ones we get from the grocery store at home, but it was really yummy and I enjoyed it. Number 3 for desserts is probably the Bûche de Noël chocolate cake from France. It was good. It wasn't anything really impressive or memorable, but it was yummy. It was chocolate cake with chocolate frosting, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I think for me it's about the same. Loved the Linzer cookie, and what do they call it? The Bûche de Noël. Very tasty, good little Yule roll log. Chocolate and caramel, very good. I also really like the Mickey tart though. Other than some of the sprinkles that were, you know, that are hard as a rock. It was very good, very chocolatey. It's in the shape of Mickey, but it's basically it's softer than a fudge, but like I forget the term.
Like a ganache almost?
I guess so, yeah. Very chocolatey and tasty. I like that. It's simple, not expensive.
Well, that was neat too, because we weren't expecting that to be there. Because what we do when we go to one of these festivals is we look at the menus online, see what we're most interested in trying, and we'll kind of make a game plan, make a list. So we go through the list and we pick out what we most want to try, and then we, at least this time what we did was we made kind of a round 1 and a round 2. So we put the things that we most wanted to try and were most interested in, and we got those things first. And then we got as deep into the second part of the list as we had room for, but that way we made sure that we didn't end up without room for something that we really wanted to try.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that worked out well for us. As far as the drinks go, my favorite drink had to be that gingerbread milkshake. It was so good. I'm a little surprised that we didn't get up and get another one and having to share, because I mean they're not very big, but it was really delicious. I loved that a lot. And then number 2 would have to be the Italian margarita from Italy with limoncello and tequila. I love limoncello. I'm not real big on tequila, but that was really delicious. I liked it a lot. And then number 3 would probably be the frozen s'mores. It does taste like s'mores with the chocolate and they put the little marshmallows on top, and you have a graham cracker, and just all the flavors are there, just like s'mores. And so that was pretty good.
Yeah, I would suggest grabbing that graham cracker off the top pretty quick though. But I didn't care for when it got crumbled up in the drink. It was still a very tasty drink. Just that texture of the wet graham cracker mixed in wasn't the greatest for me. But yeah, those are, I mean, the frozen s'mores and the gingerbread milkshake are definitely 2 of my top 3. Those were very tasty, both of them. Let's see, but I also really liked the ice wine and the glühwein. I mean, the ice wine was really sweet. It was very nice.
Ice wine was good.
Yeah. But also the glühwein, I like more red wines, so I really like that. It was definitely in a red wine. It was a darker, oakier kind of wine. So those were both very good. I thought it was interesting that both of our favorites, the scallops, was so far down in the list. We thought it didn't sound anything special from the description. I don't know what parsnip silk is. You know, maybe that'll be tasty, maybe not, but it turned out to be one of the best things, you know, in both our top 3. So I think it was good we made it on to round 2. And it was good that we still got all the things that were musts. And that we still had room and discovered a favorite.
Yeah, I'm really glad that we got to try the scallops and the beef from Canada. That was also really good. I wanted to mention the house-made crab and cheese wontons from Shanghai. No, they weren't one of my favorite dishes, but I was really impressed by the fact that that's something that I eat a lot of. You know, just at home from Panda or wherever I can get them.
Panda
really, I will eat the fried cream cheese. But I was really impressed by the fact that the ones there at the festival tasted not just different but better than what you get anyplace else. I was really impressed by that and thought that was really great.
Some things can be hit or miss. Some things that sound like they're going to be magical or just okay, or you know, some things turn out different ways, but it's always good to try things you think would be good.
Okay, so after all that, Sean, did we hit the record?
Oh, unfortunately we did not. I found a couple of old books, not even all of them, because I know we hit, between the year we had annual passes, we hit each festival once. And our record apparently is 20 food items. So, just shy of the record. So.
All in all, I feel like it was a good effort.
Absolutely, yeah. Not a bad performance at all.
We had a really fun time, and we hope that you've enjoyed watching these videos.
Yeah.
So thanks.